Hello, my sacred ones, and welcome to another episode of Sacred Sutra with Savina Leo. In today's episode, I wanted to talk about some spiritual misconceptions and basically things that annoy the shit out of me in the spiritual community. Basically, just people not understanding that living a life that is true to you is really all you came here to do. But before we go into actual spiritual misconceptions, I wanted to just break down what spirituality means. And spirituality is basically having self-awareness, awareness that you're a spiritual being having a human experience and that everything is connected. It's having the realization and awareness of your emotions, your intuition, your shadows, and your light. And that actually brings me into my first misconception, that everything is all light and love 24/7 and it's only positivity that lives here. And that is not true. Spiritual work is hard, it's messy, and it's complicated. You actually live in the shadow more than you think because you are the light that goes into the shadow and transforms the shadow into light. With that being said, there's another misconception that people have, that you need to be zen all the time and you need to have your shit together all the time. I am tired of when you go off on somebody and they go, but aren't you supposed to be spiritual? And I'm like, no, bitch, I'm supposed to be me and this is me. Okay? So if I go off on you because you deserve it, then that doesn't take away my spirituality, my being. Meditation does help calm you and it does balance you on the inside. But if your personality is I will fuck a bitch up kind of personality, then that's just who you are, and that's okay, because integrating shadow parts of yourself and loving those parts of yourself is doing the spiritual work. Once you start to accept who you really are, the shadow parts of you will start to show up less and less. And that's really what you want to get to. You want to really dive into that energy when it is necessary to dive into that energy. So that means not having your shit together, it's perfectly fine. When you are really aligned with the universe and understanding of the universe, you know that you are already a perfect being before you came onto this earth. The reason why you came to the earth is to be an imperfect being, is to have imperfect experiences, is to make mistakes so you can understand yourself through the imperfection. So I'm really tired of spiritual people or teachers being putting on the facade that they have all their shit together, or I have all my shit together. It doesn't work like that. It works with imperfection. That is where true spirituality lies. The realization that you are on this earth, your higher self is already a complete, perfect being, and you just came here to have an imperfect experience to evolve. Another misconception is you should only listen to high vibrational music, high frequency music. I only listen to these hits and angel music, and that's all I listen to. Meditations and chanting and mantras, and that's what I listen to. Nope. I grew up in the Caribbean and I was very, very, very blessed to grow up with Movado and Vibes Cartel and soca music and listening to the Hanuman Chalisa at the same time. It gives you such a well-rounded understanding of music, and not only that, music with more bass and that rhythm and that deeper tones, they tend to open up your lower chakras very, very well because it resonates with your lower chakras. People like to work with the upper chakras a lot and they want to open up your upper chakras, but you have to understand, for energy to flow, you need to have all chakras open. And listening to gangster music, rap music, dance hall, reggaeton, like any of those things, it's perfectly fine. It puts me in a really good mood. I get to shake my ass to it. It's fantastic. I have a playlist for when I want to whine, and I have a playlist for when I want to be in a high vibrational meditative state. When you're in tuned with your own body and your own knowing, you know, hey, today I feel like I need to shake my ass. I'm going to put on some soca music. Tomorrow I might feel like, hey, I need to ground myself. I'm going to listen to some more spiritual music. Listen to whatever makes you feel good, feel in tuned, makes your body move, because you heal your body through movement. So whatever makes your body feel a ton of joy, you step into that, you listen to that, you shake your ass to that. Next, I want to talk about medication and vaccinations. There are a lot of people who think that you could meditate away a medical condition, and meditation does help, but there's a point in someone's life where nothing is really working and you can't get to a place of equilibrium within yourself, and you can't meditate those issues away. So if you go to a psychiatrist and the psychiatrist says, hey, I think you could go on some medication, see if it works for you, see if it helps you, and you go on it and it helps you, then more power to you. I think we think that all these solutions lie in the natural world, and a lot of solutions does lie in the natural world, but sometimes you just need a little help from modern day technology, and that's okay. Whatever helps you, you do that thing. And when it comes to vaccinations, if you are a pro-vaccinator, if you do want to take the vaccination, if you feel it's okay that you weighed the risk with vaccinations or getting COVID and you prefer the risk of vaccinations, then that's fine. Then you go do that. There is no rule in the book that says you have to be this one way, you have to follow the crowd in this way. It is what makes you feel safe, you feel comfortable, and if you want to do that, then you should go do it. The universe does provide solutions in modern day medicine technology, and it's okay if we want to lean a little more into that sometimes and have a balance between being spiritually connected and doing the spiritual work and getting help with modern day technology. I guess my point for all of this is do what feels right to you, and don't follow other people because you feel like they're a thought leader in that area. If what they're saying doesn't agree with you, then you could leave that right where it is. The whole point of doing the spiritual work is doing what really feels good to you and what makes sense to you. And even if your opinion is unpopular, who gives a shit? So here are some things that I do that are unpopular in the spiritual community. I watch a shit ton of reality TV. Anything entertaining, I will watch. I will watch documentaries, movies, TV shows. I love it. I have Jupiter and Venus in the 5th house. That is the house of entertainment. Bring it for me. I will watch them all. I have dark sexual fantasies and I enjoy watching porn. I have no problem with porn. I obviously want it to be ethical, and there are ethical porn out there, and I like seeing women enjoy themselves. And I hate the fact that we think that women don't enjoy these sexual acts. There are women in the porn industry who very much enjoy what they do, and I'm here for it. And the last thing I'll share about me is I don't eat healthy all the time. I try to balance myself. I come from a land of amazing food like doubles and sahina and aloo pie, and I like to enjoy these kind of foods. I don't eat perfectly all the time. I also eat meat. I would love to be a vegan. I'm just not in that place right now. And one day I do hope to be there, but I eat meat for now, and I'm okay with that. None of these things take away from my spirituality, from my spiritual experiences, from who I am as a spiritual being. They don't take away from that. I accept all these parts of me that are seen as unpopular. They are who I am, and I love myself unconditionally, which means I accept all parts of me, good and bad. So, guys, go be you. I hope you enjoyed this little session. It wasn't as aggressive as I thought it would be, actually. Yeah, so go out there, go be you, and I will talk to you guys soon.